Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do exponents, chapter 5, exercise 5b. Question 3, simplify giving answers with a positive index. That means the power has to be positive. So here we have 2b raised to the power of 6. Now what do these dots stand for? The dots stand for multiplication. So let's just write that. So this is actually 2b raised to the power of 6 into b raised to the power of 3 into 5b raised to the power of 4. So the dots mean multiplication. Now the first thing we need to do is multiply the numbers. So here we have 2 and 5. So multiply. 2 5s are 10. So we have multiplied the numbers and we've got 10. Now look at the base. The base is the same, isn't it? B, B and B. That means we can use the product law here because it's multiplication. We can add up the powers. So let's write B raised to the powers. So we have 6 and we are adding up. Remember, when it's multiplication, we add the powers. 6 plus 3 plus 4. So here we'll have 10 as it is and B raised to the power of, now let's add up. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. 10b raised to the power of 13. Next question is x raised to the power of 2, y raised to the power of 3 into 6, x raised to the power of 5, y into 9, x raised to the power of 3, y raised to the power of 4. So here let's write the question. So this is x to the power of 2, y to the power of 3 into 6, x to the power of 5, y to the power y by itself into 9, x to the power of 3 and y to the power of 4. So here first let's look at the numbers. So we have 6 and 9. So let's multiply that. 6 9s are 54 into, now let's get the x together. And again, because it's multiplication, we're going to add the power. So let's look at x, the powers. X to the power of 2, x to the power of 5 and x to the power of 3. So we can add 2 plus 5 plus 3 into, now let's take y. Now y, here the first one is y to the power of 3. Let's write that. 3 and then we have 1y here. So that is to the power of 1. So that's plus 1 and then here we have y to the power of 4. So we write 4 there. Now here this is going to be 54 x to the power of 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10 and then y to the power of 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. So what's our answer? 54 x to the power of 10, y to the power of 8. Question 3, minus a the whole raised to the power of 5 into a to the power of 2. So how do we write this? We write this as minus 1 into a. Okay, minus 1 into a to the power of 5 into a to the power of 2. So when you have a negative variable, you have to write it like this, minus 1 into a and the whole thing raised to the power of 5. Now let's separate each one. So minus 1 is raised to the power of 5 into a is raised to the power of 5 and the other one is a raised to the power of 2. So here minus 1 raised to the power of 5. We know that any negative number that is raised to a power which is an odd number. 5 is an odd number. So the answer will be negative. So minus 1 raised to the power of 5 will be minus 1. So this will be minus 1 and this is a to the power of 5 into a to the power of 2. As you can see, the base is the same and because it is multiplication, we can add the powers. So we just have to write the base once, a, and add up the powers, 5 plus 2. So this will be minus 1 into a to the power of 7. So 1 into anything will give you back the same number. So minus 1 into a to the power of 7 will be minus a to the power of 7. So the answer is minus a raised to the power of 7. Question 4. Here we have again a negative variable minus y raised to the power of 2. So this will be equal to minus 1 into y to the power of 2 into minus 1 into y to the power of 3. So this will be minus 1 into y to the power of 2 into minus 1 again into y to the power of 3. So here we have minus 1 and minus 1. So minus 1 into minus into minus is plus, so plus 1. So we finished with the numbers 1. Now let's take the variables. We have y to the power of 2 into y to the power of 3. So this is equal to 1 into y to the power of 2 plus 3 because the base is the same and this is multiplication. So we can add the powers. So 1 into y to the power of 2 plus 3 is 5, which is equal to y to the power of 5. So that is our answer, y to the power of 5. So here what do we have? We have minus 3. Now we have numbers minus 3 raised to the power of 2 into 3 raised to the power of 3. So we don't have variables, we have numbers, so we can straight away do it in a single method. So here minus 3 raised to the power of 2 means the whole thing is multiplied twice. So minus 3 into minus 3 and the other one is 3 raised to the power of 3. So here let's multiply the signs. Minus into minus is plus, and how many times do we have 3? 1 and 2. 3 raised to the power of 2 into 3 raised to the power of 3. And because it's multiplication, we can follow the product law which says add the powers if the base is the same. So since the base is the same, 3 raised to the power of 2 plus 3, and here it is 3 raised to the power of 5. So this is our answer, 3 raised to the power of 5. Next one, minus 4x, let's write that down. So that's minus 4x into minus 5x square. So first let's work on the signs. Minus into minus is plus. Now we can multiply the numbers because they are not the same. If they were the same, we could have left it as the base. Now here let's multiply the numbers. 4 5s are 20. Now x here is 1 and there it is 2. So x to the power of 1 plus 2 because this is multiplication. So this is 20x to the power 3. So this is our answer, 20x raised to the power of 3. Question 7. So here we have 5a square b into 2ab square into a to the power of 3 and b. So here again, let's multiply the numbers that we have first. No sign, so we'll keep it the same. It's a plus sign. Multiply the numbers. 5 2s are 10. So here we have 10. Now let's look at A. A, here we have 2. Then here we have 1, so plus 1. And here we have 3 plus 3. Into B. So B, let's add up the powers. Here there is 1. So let's write 1 here. 1 plus. Then the next one is B. Here there is 2. So that is 2 plus. And the last one is B by itself. That means it's 1. So we add 1 here. So now what do we have? 10A. Now add up the numbers. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. And then we have B. Again add this up. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So what is our answer? 10. A to the power of 6. B to the power of 4. Next one, the 8th one is x raised to the power of 2a plus 7 into x raised to the power of 2a minus 8. Now here the base is the same, isn't it? X raised to one part and x raised to another part. So the base x is the same and it is multiplication. That means we have to simply add the powers. The base will remain the same. So here what do we write? X raised to the power of 2a plus 7 plus the other power which is 2a minus 8. So this will be x raised to the power of, now we have to work out what is given here. We have to work this out. So let's take the 2a's together. So that will be 2a plus 2a is 4a. Now let's take plus 7 minus 8. Now if I say plus 7 minus 8, signs are different. I have to put the sign of the bigger number minus and subtract. 8 minus 7 is 1. So this will be 4a minus 1. So what is our answer here? X raised to the power of 4a minus 1. Next question, 3 to the power of y into 3 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of minus 4. So we'll write that down. 3 raised to the power of y into 3 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of minus 4. So here also, as you can see, the base 3 is the same. So we will follow the product law and add up the powers. So that will be y plus 2 plus minus 4. So this will be 3 raised to the power of y. Y will remain the same. Now let's work on plus 2 and plus minus 4. So that is plus 2 plus minus 4. Let's open the brackets. So 2 minus 4, signs are different. So we put the sign of the bigger number and subtract 4 minus 2 is 2. So we get minus 2. So write it down here, y minus 2. So what is our answer? 3 raised to the power of y minus 2. Next one, 2 raised to the power of 4a, let's write it down, 2 raised to the power of 4a into 2 raised to the power of 3a into 2 raised to the power of minus a. Since the base is the same, we'll leave the same base and we'll add the powers. 4a plus 3a plus minus a, that is 1a, minus 1a. So this will be 2 raised to the power of, now 4 plus 3 is how much? 7. 7a, now we have plus minus 1a. Now let's work that out here. 7a plus minus 1a. Let's open the brackets. 7a minus 1a. 7 minus 1 is 6. So that becomes 6a. So what do we have here? We have 2 raised to the power of 6a. So 2 raised to the power of 6a is our answer. Next one, question 11. 4x square y square divided by 9x cube y cube. So this is division. Now here in the numerator we have 4 and denominator we have 9, the numbers. Now those numbers can't be reduced, so we leave it as it is, 4 by 9. Now look at x, the power of x. In the numerator it is 2, in the denominator it is 3. Y also, numerator it's 2, denominator it is 3. So when it is division, you subtract the smaller power from the bigger power. So we will leave the bigger power down itself. So I'm going to leave x here, x 3 minus 2. So I've taken 2 from the numerator. Now this is multiplication. Here also we write y this time, y raised to the power of 3 minus 2. I hope you've understood how we got this. Now 4 by 9 I've written as it is. Now x, the greater power is down, and since it's division we subtract the powers. So 3 minus 2 I've written it here, and y again 3 minus 2 we have written it here. Now we have to work this out. So 4 will remain the same and 9 is there also in the denominator. Now let's look at x. X raised to the power of, now 3 minus 2 is 1, isn't it? So x raised to the power of 1, and y again 3 minus 2 is 1. So y raised to the power of 1. So our final answer here is 4 by 9xy. So this is our answer, 4 by 9xy. Next one. Question 12 is 10 to the power of 2, the whole thing raised to the power of 3 into x to the power of 8, the whole thing raised to the power of 12. So this is 10 raised to the power of 2, the raised to the power of 3 into x to the power of 8 raised to the power of 12. So here we have to use the power law. And what does that say? When you have a power, a number raised to a power, and that is again raised to a power, we have to multiply the powers. So this becomes 2 into 3. Similarly, here it becomes 8 into 12. So here let's write that again. So this becomes 10 to the power of 2 into 3 into x to the power of 8 into 12. So this is 10 to the power of 2 3s are 6 into x to the power of 8 into 12 is 96. So our final answer is 10 to the power of 6, x to the power of 96. 6. Question 13. We have a to the power of 10. This whole thing raised to the power of 10 into 1 to the power of 6. Whole thing raised to the power of 10. So remember, this is the power law where you multiply the powers. That means a raised to the power of 10 into 10. You have to multiply the powers, and here 1 raised to the power of 6 into 10. So when one number with a power is again raised to a power, you multiply the powers. So here this becomes a to the power of 10 into 10 is 100 into 1 to the power of 6 into 10 is 60. 1 to the power of 60. Now, a to the power of 100 and 1 raised to any power will be 1 itself. So, this is a to the power of 100 because a to the power of 100 into 1 will give us back a to the power of 100. Next one, here we have n to the power of 2, the whole thing raised to 2 into minus n square raised to the power of 3. So here we're going to multiply. So this becomes n to the power of 2 into 2 into. Now here we have a variable with a minus sign. So we follow that rule that we had in the beginning. Minus 1 into n to the power of 2 raised to 3. So this will be n to the power of 4 into minus 1 raised to the power of 3 into n raised to the power of 2 into 3. So this is n to the power of 4 into, now minus 1, when it is raised to a power which is an odd number, it becomes minus 1 itself. And here n to the power of 2 into 3 is 2 3s are 6. Now let's multiply the n's. So this is n to the power of 4 plus 6 when you multiply into minus 1. So this is n to the power of 10 into minus 1, which is minus n to the power of 10. Here again we have minus 3ab the whole square into minus 5a square b c to the power of 4 the whole thing square. So now we're going to try and open the brackets. Let's do this very carefully. Now the minus sign is in front of the bracket. We'll leave it as it is. Now let's look at each digit inside this. So 3ab the whole square means 3 square into a square into b square. So let's write that. So that will be 3 square into a square into b square, the whole thing into. Now let's look at the next one. Now here we have minus 5 again. Each digit here is raised to the power of 2. So we'll have minus 5 raised to the power of 2, a square raised to the power of 2, b raised to the power of 2, c to the power of 4 raised to the power of 2. So let's go slowly. So here minus 5 raised to the power of 2 and then continue again. We have a square. A square is also raised to the power of 2 into b is raised to the power of 2 into, we already have c raised to the power of 4, that is also raised to the power of 2. So we have just taken each digit here, each variable here and raised it to the power of 2. Now we are going to open all the brackets here. So here minus will remain the same. Now we'll write 3 square is 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9. Numbers we are going to multiply because we don't have similar numbers to have the same base. So 3 square into a square into b square. Now into, now minus 5 is the number, so we can multiply it. Minus 5 raised to the power of 2 means minus 5 into minus 5. Minus into minus is plus. 5 into 5 is 25. So numbers you multiply if they don't have a similar base. Into, now here we have a to the power of 2 and again it's raised to 2, that means 2 into 2. Into b to the power of 2, which can remain the same, into c to the power of 4, which is again raised to the power of 2, that means 4 into 2. So here what do we have? We have minus 9 into, now let's get the numbers together, 9 into 25. Let's get all the a's together. So here we have 1a, then again we have a here. So let's get the a's together. So that will be a to the power of 2 into a to the power of 2 into 2, which is 4. Now let's get all the b's together. We have here and here. So that will be into b to the power of 2 into b to the power of 2. Now let's get all the c's together. We have only this here. So let's write that into c to the power of 4 2s are 8. Okay. Now let's work out all these. So this will be minus, now 9 into 25. Let's multiply that and see. 25 into 9. 9 5s are 45, carry 4. 9 2s are 18, 22. 225. So the number is 225. Now look at a into a to the power of 2 into a to the power of 4. That is a to the power of 2 plus 4. A to the power of 2 plus 4 into b to the power of 2 plus 2 into c to the power of 8. This will be equal to minus 225. A to the power of 2 plus 4 is 6. B to the power of 2 plus 2 is 4. So let's write a to the power of 6. Then we have b to the power of 4 and we have c to the power of 8. So this is our final answer. This one is our final answer, that is minus 225, a to the power of 6, b to the power of 4 and c to the power of 8. The next one, question 16 here, let's write it. Minus 2 the whole square into 0 raised to the power of 3 into 3 raised to the power of 3. So let's multiply this. Now here we have minus 2 raised to the power of 2. That means minus 2 into minus 2. Minus into minus is plus, 2 2s are 4. So here we got 4 into 0 is raised to the power of 3. That means you multiply 0 into 0 into 0. Now you know that when you multiply 0 any number of times, your answer is going to be 0. Into, now multiply 3 times, 3 raised to the power of 3. 3 3s are 9. Let's do this here. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So here we write 27. Now here we have 4 into 0 is 0 and 0 into 27 is 0. So the answer here is 0. Question 17, what do we have? 2a raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of 4 into 4a raised to the power of 2 raised to the power of 2 again. So what does this mean here? It means that everything that's inside is raised to the power of 4. Everything that's inside is raised to the power of 2. So here, what does this mean? 2 is raised to the power of 4 into a, which is already raised to the power of 3, is once again raised to the power of 4. Into the next set, 4 is raised to the power of 2 into a, which is already raised to the power of 2, is raised once more to the power of 2. So here 2 raised to the power of 2, we can multiply the numbers because we don't have a similar base, isn't it? So I can do 2 raised to the power of 4 and get my answer. So what is that? 2 raised to the power of 4 means 2 multiplied 4 times. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So this is 16 here. 2 to the power of 4 is 16 into a to the power of 3 into 4. It's the power law. Into. Now 4 raised to the power of 2, what does that mean? 4 raised to the power of 2 means 4 into 4, which is 16. 4 4s are 16. So here also we write 16 into a to the power of 2 into 2. So 16 into 16. We are going to take the numbers first. So let's multiply 16 into 16. 6 6 are 36, carry 3. 6 1s are 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we have 6 and 1. Let's add this up. 6, 9 plus 6 is 15, carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So our number is 256 into a to the power of, now 3 4s are 12. So let's write down 12 there. Into the other is 2 2s are 4. So here what do we have? 256 into, since it is multiplication, we can add the powers a to the power of 12 plus 4. So this is 256 into a to the power of 12 plus 4 is 16. So final answer 256 a to the power of 16. Question 18, we have 4x raised to the power of 2, y to the power of 3, the whole thing raised to 3. That means each part is raised to the power of 3. So this is equal to 4 raised to 3, the power of 3 into x square. This whole thing is raised to the power of 3 into y, which is raised to the power of 3 already, is again raised to the power of 3. This is divided by the next set here, which is all raised to the power of 3 again. So that means 3 is raised to the power of 3 into x square. This is already raised to a power. It is again raised to the power of 3 into y, which is already raised to the power of 3, is again raised to the power of 3. Now you have to go very slowly with this. Otherwise you might go wrong. Now here 4 raised to the power of 3. That is, it's a number and that number is not repeated. So let's multiply. 4 raised to the power of 3 will be 4 into 4 into 4. So how much is this? 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. So the first one we got it as 64 into, now x to the power of 2 raised to the power of 3 means x to the power of 2 into 3 into y to the power of 3 into 3 divided by, now here we have 3 raised to the power of 3. So 3 raised to the power of 3 is 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So let's write 27 here into x to the power of 2 into 3. When it's raised to another power, you multiply it. Y raised to the power of 3 into 3. So what is all this? Let's see. This is 64 into x to the power of 2 into 3. 2 3s are 6 into y to the power of 3 3s are 9 divided by 27 into x to the power of 2 3s are 6 into y to the power of 3 3s are 9. So here now we have got this, and let's do the division now because it says division, isn't it? So 64 into x to the power of 6 into y to the power of 9 divided by 27 into x to the power of 6 into y to the power of 9. Now as you can see, the numbers 64 and 27 cannot be reduced further. Okay, so they will remain as 64 by 27. But look at x to the power of 6. So when it is division, we minus, isn't it? So 6 minus 6, which is 0, and x to the power of 0 is 1. Here also we have y to the power of 9 minus 9, which is y to the power of 0, which is 1. Or you can simply cancel x to the power of 6 into x to the power of 6, y to the power of 9 and y to the power of 9. So what we have here is 64 by 27. So this is the only thing left, and this is our answer. Question 19. So 1 by 2x raised to the power of 3 into 6x raised to the power of 2. So here again, this will be 1 raised to the power of 3 by 2x, the whole of 2x raised to the power of 3. And here we already have 6x raised to the power of 2. So here 1 raised to the power of 3 will be 1. 1 into any number of times you multiply, you'll get 1. Now 2x, the whole thing raised to the power of 3 means 2 is raised to the power of 3 and x is also raised to the power of 3. Into this side also we have 6 raised to the power of 2 into x raised to the power of 2. So what will this be? 1 by 2 raised to the power of 3, that is 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 raised to the power of 3 is 2 into 2 into 2, which is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So this is 1 by 8 into, now 6 raised to the power of 2. 6 raised to the power of 2 is 6 into 6. 6 6s are 36. So 36 into x to the power of 2. Now here we also have x to the power of 3. Okay, so don't miss that out, x to the power of 3. So here it is understood that this is going to be 1 down, it's the same. Now let's multiply the numerators 1 into all this. So 1 into anything will give back that same number, isn't it? So we're getting 36 into x square here. And in the denominator, what are we having? 8 into x cube. Okay, so now we're going to try and reduce 36 by 8. Now let's do that. Let's take 36 by 8. Now 36 divided by 8. Now this can be reduced by 2. Both these numbers are divisible by 2. So let's reduce this and see. 2 into what is 36? 2 into 18 is 36 and 2 into 4 is 8. We've got 18 by 4 which can be reduced again. So to reduce this again we can use 2. So we can reduce both by 2. So here 2 into what is 18? 2 9s are 18 and 2 into what is 4? 2 2s are 4. So we get 9 by 2. Now here 36 by 8 you can straight away do by 4. If you do it by 4 instead of by 2 you will get this step straight away. Otherwise you can break it up and do it like this. So what did we get here? 9 by 2. So let's write it down. So this is 9 in the numerator by 2 in the denominator, and look at the x here. Here we have x to the power of 2 divided by x to the power of 3. That means whenever it is division, the base is the same, you have to subtract the powers. So when you subtract the power, you subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. So x will remain at the bottom because it has a higher power. So this will be x here into x to the power of 3 minus 2 because it's division. Now where did we get 3 from? 3 is here and 2 is here. So 3 minus 2. Now what is this equal to? This is equal to 9 by 2. X to the power of 3 minus 2 is 1. So what is our final answer? Our final answer will be 9 by 2x. So this is our final answer, 9 by 2x. Question 20. So this is 1 raised to the power of 2 and each one inside also raised to the power of 2. That is 4 is raised to the power of 2 into a is raised to the power of 2 into b square is also raised to the power of 2 into c is raised to the power of 2. Divided by, we have 3 here and here 3 is raised to the power of 4 and everything in the denominator is also raised to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4, a square to the power of 4, b to the power of 4 and c square to the power of 4. So this will be 1 square means 1 into 1 which will be 1 itself. Now 4 square, 4 4s are 16 into a square into b to the power of 2 into 2 because one power is raised to another power you multiply. C to the power of 2 divided by, now here 3 to the power of 4. How much is 3 to the power of 4? 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81. So here we have 81 in the numerator. In the denominator, what do we have? 2 to the power of 4, which is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So in the denominator, we have 16 into a to the power of 2 into 4 into b to the power of 4 into c to the power of 2 into 4. So this is equal to 1 by 16 into a to the power of 2 into b to the power of 2, 2s are 4 into c to the power of 2. This is divided by 81 by 16 into a to the power of 2, 4s are 8 into b to the power of 4 into c to the power of 2 fours are 8. So now we're going to change the division into multiplication. Okay, because we have to divide, this is the way to do it by changing it to multiplication. So 1, the first part remains the same. 16 into a to the power of 2 into b to the power of 4 into c to the power of 2 will remain the same. Division changes to multiplication and we write the reciprocal of this. That means everything that's down will come to the numerator and 81 will come down. So what do we have here? 16 into a to the power of 8 into b to the power of 4 into c to the power of 8. Now this is divided by 81. Now that it's become multiplication, we can cancel. We can cancel. Now what can we cancel? I can cancel 16 and 16. I can cancel b to the power of 4 and b to the power of 4. Okay, now what do we have in the numerator? We have 1 into whatever is left here, which is a to the power of 8 into c to the power of 8. And in the denominator, what do we have? A to the power of 2 into c to the power of 2 into 81. This is what we have. Now remember, what you see here, if the base is the same, you can subtract the two powers because it is division. So 8 minus 2 is 6. So this will become a to the power of 8 minus 2 into c to the power of 8 minus 2 again. So that means in the denominator we don't have a and c anymore, we have only 81. So this will be a to the power of 8 minus 2 is 6, c to the power of 8 minus 2 is 6. And in the denominator we have 81. So what is our answer? A to the power of 6 into c to the power of 6 by 81. Question 21. Each one is raised to the power of 3 here. So let's begin by writing 5 raised to the power of 3 into x raised to the power of 7 raised to the power of 3 into 10 raised to the power of 2 into x, which is already raised to the power of 2, is now raised to the power of 2 again. And this whole thing is now divided by 2, which is raised to the power of 7 into x to the power of 6 into 7. So this will be equal to, let's multiply all the numbers. 5 to the power of 3 is 5 into 5 into 5. 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125. So this will be 125 into x to the power of 7 into 3 because we are multiplying the powers. Now next one, here we have 10 to the power of 2, that means 10 into 10, which is 100. So into 100, and what is the next one that we have here? We have x to the power of 2 into 2. 100 into x to the power of 2 into 2 divided by, now 2 to the power of 7, how much is that? Let's multiply and see what 2 to the power of 7 is. So let's do that. 2 to the power of 7 means we multiply 2 7 times 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64, 64 into 2 is 128. So 128 into x to the power of 6 into 7. Here it says 6 into 7. 6 7s are 42. So let's write that. Then we continue. We have 125 into x raised to the power of, let's see what it is here. 7 3s are 21. So let's write x to the power of 21. So 21 into, we have 100 and into x to the power of, what do we have there? 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4. So x to the power of 4. And in the denominator we have 128 into x to the power of 42. Now let's multiply the numbers. So we have 125 and 100. So let's multiply these two numbers first. So it will be 125 into 100, which is equal to 125, and then you add 2 zeros, 12,500 into x to the power of, now here since the base is the same, we can multiply x to the power of 2 into x to the power of 4. That means we add the powers of x to the power of 21 plus 4. And in the denominator, what do we have? 128 into x to the power of 42. So in the next step, we have 12,500 into x to the power of, now add up the powers here, 21 plus 4 is 25. X to the power of 25, and in the denominator we have 128 into x to the power of 42. Now 12,500 and the number 128, as you can see here, these two numbers can be reduced to the lowest term. Both are divisible by 4. So let's divide both by 4 and see what we get. So that means if I take it here, 12,500 and I have 128, and I divide both these by 4 because I'm going to reduce it to the lowest term, both by 4. Okay, so let's divide by 4. 4 threes are 12. Then we have 5. 4 ones are 4 and carry 1. So now I have 10. 4 twos are 8. 9, 10. I have 20 now. 4 fives are 20. Now, if you can't do it this way, you can do long division. 12,500 divided by 4, you will get 3,125. Similarly, the denominator also, let's divide by 4. 12, we have 4 threes are 12 and 8, 4 twos are 8, that's 32. So the numbers we've got our numbers here, 3,125, and we write into x to the power of 25, and here we have 128, which we have divided and got 32 into x to the power of 42. Now look at these numbers, x to the power of 25 and x to the power of 42. This is division. So when it is division, since the base is the same, you can subtract the powers. When you subtract, remember to keep the bigger power in the same place and to bring the smaller power down to the bigger number. So what will we have here? So here we will have 3,125 is the number, and in the denominator we are going to have 32 into x to the power of 42 minus 25. We brought the power from here, we brought it down, because when you subtract, you must subtract the smaller power from the bigger one. That's how we got 42 minus 25. And how much is 42 minus 25? 17. So that means, what do we get here? 3,125 by 32 x to the power of 17. Question 22. So let's do this carefully. Now each term inside is raised to the power of 2. So 7 raised to the power of 2 into p, which is already raised to the power of 2, is once again raised to the power of 2, into q, which is raised to the power of 9, is raised to the power of 2, into r raised to the power of 5 raised to the power of 2 again, into 4 to the power of 3, into, then the next one is p raised to the power of 3, into q raised to the power of 3, into r raised to the power of 3. Now in the denominator, what do we have? We have 14 raised to the power of 2 into p to the power of 6 raised to the power of 2 into q to the power of 10 raised to the power of 2 into r to the power of 4 raised to the power of 2. So now here 7 to the power of 2 we have in the numerator, and in the denominator you can see 14 to the power of 2, isn't it? So there is some cancelling that we can do. So instead of multiplying 7 2 times and getting the number there, leave it as 7 into 7. So let's do that so that our cancelling becomes easier. So sometimes you'll have to think this way, children, and do it. So 7 into 7. Normally what would we do? We would multiply and write 49. But here, because I saw 14 in the denominator, I know I can cancel 7 and 14. So I have left it as 7 into 7. Then the next one will be into p raised to the power of 2 into 2. That is 4. Raised to the power of 4. So let's write that. Then we go to the next one, that is q. And let's look here. 9 2s are 18. So let's write q raised to the power of 18 into, let's go to the next one, r. R here we have 5 into 2. So r raised to the power of 10. 5 2s are 10. Into, now here also we have 4 3 times. Now let's leave it at that in case we have something to cancel. So let's write 4 into 4 into 4. And next one is p raised to the power of 3 into q raised to the power of 3 into r raised to the power of 3. The numbers, children, we can leave it like that in case we think there is something to cancel. Now down we have 14 into 14. Okay, and into p raised to the power of 6 2s are 12. That is p raised to the power of 12 into q raised to the power of 10 into 2 is 20 and into r raised to the power of 4 into 2 is 8 raised to the power of 8. So let's write 8 here. Now let's cancel what we can. Okay, so now we can cancel 7 and 14. 7 1s are 7, 7 2s are 14. Here also we can cancel 7 1s are 7 and 7 2s are 14. Now use the 2's here and cancel with the 4's that you can see in the numerator. Okay, so let's do that. So let's cancel. 2 1s are 2, 2 2's are 4. And I can cancel this 2 also. 2 1s are 2 and cancel off this 2. So can you see? So this made it easier for us to cancel, isn't it, when we left the numbers as it is. Now let's see what is remaining. So let's look at the numerator. We have p to the power of 4 here and we have another p here. Then we have q, we have another q. That means we can work on those. So first let's take the numbers. What are the numbers here? 1 into 1 is 1, so we can leave that out. Here we have 4 4s are 16. So let's take that. So 16 into p to the power of, now let's see what we can do. 4, p to the power of 4 and p to the power of 3. Because it's multiplication, we can add the powers 4 plus 3 into q to the power of, now here again we have 18 and 3, so that is 18 plus 3 into, we have r, and r we have raised to the power of 10 and raised to the power of 3, so that is r raised to the power of 10 plus 3. So this is what we have in the numerator. In the denominator we have p to the power of 12 into q to the power of 20 into r to the power of 8. So this is equal to 16 into p to the power of 4 plus 3, which is 7, into q to the power of 18 plus 3, that is 21. So let's write 21 here, into r to the power of 10 plus 3, which is 13. So that is in the numerator. Now in the denominator we have p to the power of 12 into q to the power of 20 into r to the power of 8. So now this is going to be 16 into, now here we have p to the power of 7 and here we have p to the power of 12, which is division. That is p to the power of 7 divided by p to the power of 12. So remember, when it is division and the base is the same, we do subtraction. So the smaller number is subtracted from the bigger number. So that means we have p to the power 12 down there. So it becomes p to the power of 12 minus 7. That means this p to the power of 7 is removed. Now let's see what we have remaining. Now we have q to the power of 21 by q to the power of 20. So that is 21 minus 20. So that is q to the power of 21 minus 20 into, now let's look at r. R to the power of 13 and 8 is down, so 13 minus 8. So that is r to the power of 13 minus 8. So now we're going to write our final answer. Let's do it carefully. So here we have 16. So let's write 16. 16. Then we have q to the power of 21 minus 20. 21 minus 20 is 1. So So q to the power of 1 is q itself. So we'll write only the letter q. Then let's look at the next one into r to the power of 13 minus 8. 13 minus 8 is 5. That is r to the power of 5. So let's write that. So that is r to the power of 5. So that's in the numerator. In the denominator, we have p to the power of 12 minus 7. And 12 minus 7 is 5. So that will be p to the power of 5. So this is p to the power of 5. So we've got a final answer 16 q r raised to the power of 5 by p raised to the power of 5. So with this, children, we will stop for now. We will continue with the remaining questions in our next video. Thank you, children.